In the ancient city of Cyprus, around 300 BC, there lived a wealthy trader named Zeno. During a voyage from Phoenicia to Piraeus, his ship sank, and with it, all his cargo. This event, completely beyond anyone's control, transformed Zeno from a wealthy man to a pauper in an instant. Imagine yourself in Zeno's position. How would you react to losing your entire life's work? Due to a force of nature, anger, sadness, and feelings of being cheated are natural responses for most of us. However, Zeno, the father of Stoicism, chose a different path. This single, life-changing event led Zeno to develop a philosophy that has endured for centuries: Stoicism. Stoicism is the embodiment of acceptance and resilience. After studying the works of Socrates and other great philosophers, Zeno created and taught the principles of Stoicism. According to Zeno, while we cannot control what happens to us, we can control how we respond to these events. This philosophy, rooted in maintaining composure and rationality, remains relevant today, offering timeless wisdom for modern challenges. Understanding the Stoicism's 10 core lessons. Number 10. The Stoic way of life. Stoicism is not just a philosophy, but a comprehensive way of life. It encourages us to perceive the world through a lens of rationality and resilience. By adopting Stoic principles, individuals can transform their mindset and approach to life's challenges. This transformation begins with understanding that we have the power to control our reactions to events, even if we cannot control the events themselves. The Stoic way of life involves practicing virtues daily, maintaining inner peace amidst chaos, and consistently striving for self-improvement. This holistic approach ensures that Stoicism is not merely an abstract theory, but a practical guide for living a fulfilling and meaningful life. Number 9. Purpose and meaning. One of the fundamental teachings of Stoicism is that humans are driven by purpose. This principle is foundational in modern therapies, such as rational emotive behavioral therapy (REBT) and logotherapy. Stoics believe that even in the darkest times, we can find meaning and happiness by identifying and pursuing our purpose. Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor and proponent of logotherapy, emphasized that finding meaning in suffering can lead to a fulfilling life. According to Stoicism, purpose is not just about grand achievements, but also about finding joy in everyday actions and contributing positively to the world. By focusing on our purpose, we can navigate life's adversities with a sense of direction and resilience. Number 8. Justice. Justice is considered the most important virtue in Stoicism. It instructs us to act with fairness, kindness, and integrity toward others. Stoics believe that we are all interconnected, and that our actions should contribute to the common good. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, often emphasized the importance of treating others with respect and compassion. He believed that every individual has a role in society, and that we must work together, create a just and harmonious world. Practicing justice involves recognizing the inherent worth of every person and striving to make decisions that benefit the collective rather than just oneself. Number 7. Temperance. Temperance, or moderation, is about finding balance in all aspects of life. Stoics advocate for doing more with less and avoiding excess. This principle encourages us to seek harmony in our desires and actions, ensuring that we do not overindulge in pleasures or become overly attached to material possessions. Seneca, a prominent Stoic philosopher, believed that true happiness comes from within, and that external wealth is not necessary for a fulfilling life. By practicing temperance, we can focus on what is truly essential and lead a simpler, more content life. Number 6. Courage. Courage in Stoicism means persisting in the face of adversity and resisting the urge to give up. It involves enduring hardships with dignity and resilience. understanding that challenges are an inevitable part of life. Stoics believe that true courage is not the absence of fear, but the ability to act rightly despite fear. Epictetus, a former slave and influential Stoic teacher, emphasized the importance of facing difficulties head-on and viewing them as opportunities for growth. By cultivating courage, we can develop the strength to overcome obstacles and remain steadfast in our pursuit of virtue. Number 5. Internal vs. external values. Stoics believe that happiness should be rooted in internal values rather than external possessions or achievements. By focusing on our intrinsic worth and actions, we can avoid the disappointment that comes from external failures. This approach encourages us to live a fulfilled and content life regardless of external circumstances. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, often reflected on the importance of inner virtues over external success. He believed that true contentment comes from aligning our actions with our values and accepting what we cannot change. Number 4. Perspective on negative events. Stoicism teaches that our distress often stems from unexpected negative events, rather than the events themselves. By anticipating the worst outcomes, we can reduce the impact of these events on our emotions. This perspective helps us accept life's uncertainties and remain calm in the face of adversity. Seneca suggested practicing a form of negative visualization, where we imagine potential challenges and prepare ourselves mentally to face them. This practice helps us build resilience and approach difficulties with a composed and proactive mindset. Number 3. Voluntary discomfort. Stoics practiced voluntary discomfort to cultivate gratitude and resilience. By deliberately facing discomforts such as sleeping on the floor, taking cold showers, or eating simple meals will prepare ourselves for future adversities. This practice teaches us that we can endure hardships and thrive despite them. Epictetus recommended periodically experiencing discomfort to remind ourselves of our strength and to develop a deeper appreciation for our comforts. This exercise not only builds resilience, but also enhances our ability to find joy in simplicity. Number 2. The dichotomy of control. One of the most important Stoic principles is the dichotomy of control. Epictetus emphasized that we must distinguish between what we can control and what we cannot. Our reactions, decisions, and attitudes are within our control, while external events are not. By focusing on our internal responses, we can achieve a sense of peace and stability. This principle teaches us to invest our energy in what we can influence and to accept what lies beyond our control. By doing so, we can navigate life with greater tranquility and effectiveness. Number 1. Acceptance and indifference. Stoicism teaches us to accept the things we cannot change and remain indifferent to them. Zeno's reaction to his financial ruin exemplifies this principle. Instead of lamenting his loss, he focused on maintaining his composure and neutrality. This mindset allows us to navigate life's adversities with grace and resilience, transforming negative emotions into constructive thoughts. Acceptance does not mean passive resignation, but rather an active engagement with life, where we choose our responses wisely and maintain our inner peace regardless of external circumstances. Stoicism offers a powerful framework for navigating life's uncertainties. By embracing acceptance, focusing on what we can control, and living with wisdom and virtue, we can find peace and fulfillment regardless of external circumstances. The lessons of Stoicism, as taught by Zeno and other great philosophers, continue to inspire and guide us in our quest for a meaningful life. Through the practice of these principles, we can cultivate a resilient mindset, enrich our inner lives, and contribute positively to the world around us.